everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. So, I'm just trying to do some foodie beauty catch up, and I'm almost done. This react will catch me all the way up to what's going on with Chantal. She did a live last night called Y'all Are Such Sad, Sad People. It had another title, but she changed it. I don't know why she does that. I don't know why she changes the titles. Maybe she's afraid of getting in trouble with the first title. Anyway, so she did a live and she was going off yet again. And I wanted to go over it. Now, normally I do the Twitter react to go along with the live react, but I'm all caught up with all the Twitter stuff. So we're just going to get right into the spicy live that she did because she's been on one recently. You know, she's on a tear, going off on Yaba, going off on Sam, going off on the reactors, going off on Aisha, just going off in general. Do I think that maybe all of this is a bit manufactured because it's near the end of the month or the middle of the month and she's pushing for that little bit of money left in the month? Yeah, I think that there is the element of that. As far as Aisha herself, like what's going on with her? Is this whole thing real? Is it just for views? Only time will tell. Because if it's not a big deal, if nothing significant is going to come out of this, then nothing significant is going to come out of this. Everything will die back down by the 1st of next month, and then that will be our answer. Aisha is supposed to do a panel with another creator tomorrow, perhaps, and don't know what Aisha is going to say. But if Aisha does have anything worthwhile to say, I would think it would be wise to just dump it all at once. Don't try to piece it out, because if she tries to piece it out, Chantal's going to retaliate. To just, if you're going to do a dump, do it all at once. And that way it's done. It's over with. She can't do anything about it. And, you know, she's going to have a complete meltdown. So let's get into the live and see what Chantal has to say, shall we? All right. So let me just go ahead and pull up the live itself. And there she is. There's the lady of the hour. And let's go.
Yeah.
And of course, she's got to put on the red lipstick because that is her indicator and her tell that it's going to be spicy. Chantal, you don't have to announce your alleged rage with red lipstick. You know that, right? You can just say what you're going to say without the lipstick, but go ahead. Do what you got to do.
Hey, Dragonfly. Oh, thank you. Scapegoat Marie. Hi, Trixie.
And I already know just from the first minute that we're not going to get a full-on meltdown rage. And how do I know this? Because she's eating at the same time. And Chantal uses food to calm herself down, to keep a semblance of control over her mouth. Although it doesn't always work, it doesn't completely work. When she eats, it calms her down. So if she's trying to put out this vibe of everybody better flock to my live because I'm going to rage, it doesn't quite work when you're eating at the same time, Chantal.
Megasaurus. I'm Blue. Glitter Queen. Hey, Becca. Breezeth.
Stop eating and talk. You know, I can't think of a single time when I was really, really angry and I involved food with it. Like if you've got things to say, you got things on your chest and you want to get them off, are you going to eat at the same time? No, you're just going to let go. You're going to let completely go. So if you got something to say, Chantal, if you've got some grievances, why eat with those grievances? Why?
Philippa. So I have members only on.
Yeah, y'all notice that? So she's got members only on, just letting in the paying VIBs. She said she wanted a small chat. I don't think that's it. I think Chantal is trying to do what she used to do by locking down her chat to VIB only chat. That's kind of a snaky way trying to, in essence, try to force people to buy memberships, to pressure them to buy memberships, hoping that by locking down the chat that those who don't have memberships, they will automatically buy one just so they can be part of the chat. That is so dishonest, Chantal. If people like you, whether you like lock down the chat or not, they'll buy the memberships. So trying to pressure them to do it by locking them out is just, that's so grimy, you know?
Because I only want to talk to my members. No, there's a lot of you who aren't members who are very nice, and I love you guys, but I want a small chat, okay?
She's a narcissist. Narcissists don't do anything small. They like attention. They like the most attention possible. So why would a huge narc like Foodie want a small chat? That is so not true. She doesn't want a small group of people. She only wants to talk to people that have paid money. She thinks the things that she has to say are worth money, and they're not. But again, this is her trying to pressure people to pay the $5 for a membership. Because I remember back in the day, Chantal said she doesn't like doing open chat because she doesn't like the idea of talking to people for free. She wants everybody who is in her room to give her money in one form or another, whether it's a super chat or a membership or a super sticker. You better be giving her money.
Hey, did I say hi to Lisa? I'm okay. No, I'm not. I'm really, really not.
Stop eating.
Hey, golden girl. Babe. Blocked. I need to vent.
Is this the right place to do it, though? Chantal, you've been coming on YouTube and venting at people for years. Has that helped you in any way? Doesn't solve your problems, doesn't solve your issues or your addictions. Your chat, whether it's paying VIBs or people who haven't paid, they are not your therapists. And that's one of the main reasons why you won't go to therapy. You don't want to sit in a room with somebody that is not a abuser, someone that you can't lie to, that's going to see right through you, someone that you have to pay to listen to you. You want to get paid. But you're always coming on YouTube and venting. For what? Venting for what? To what end are you venting? Do you understand what you're doing? You're on your YouTube channel. People come onto YouTube to be entertained. When is the last time your channel was fun for everybody? I mean, really fun. When is the last time that people laughed and had a good time? It's been a while. It's been a long while. All you do is vent and project negativity. And you wonder why your beezers get tired of it and leave and perhaps go to the reaction channels or find someone else to watch. You wonder why your views are tanking. You wonder why people are not as interested. You get angry and you accuse the reactors of just waiting around for a rage. Well, I'll be truthful. I find you being angry interesting. But what's the alternative? What is the other side of that? Your mukbangs, which are a complete bore to me. I don't want to see you stuff your face. So it's either the rage or stuff your face. I'll take the rage over the stuff your face part. But go ahead and do what you do.
About things. I'm making shisha before you say anything. I'm having a hard time quitting. Hey, Leslie.
Well, that's because shisha is equal to 90 cigarettes. A single shisha session is equal to 90 cigarettes. And for those that are curious, how many cigarettes are in a pack of cigarettes? 21. So when she does a shisha session, one session is equal to more than 4 packs of cigarettes all at the same time. I'm a smoker. I'll admit that. I can't smoke 90 cigarettes all at the same time. That's entirely too much.
I hate drama. Yeah, I hate drama too, Leslie. So I realize, yes, no, welcome to Very Important Bees or Rage at Bees. Takes so much abuse and nonsense. That's the thing, Trixie. I don't know how people can sit on panels like Yaba, like FFG, like everyone, like all of.
I'm sorry, Yaba and FFG don't do panels. I've never heard of them doing panels. Why are you bringing up their name on this?
The other millions of channels that talk bad about me every day and then clutch their pearls when I have something to say or I'm the bad person. You know what I mean?
Well, since you don't like us talking bad about you, can you please tell me what it is you do and what it is you say that we're supposed to praise? I mean, it's a genuine, sincere question. What is it about you, your channel, your content, your behavior that we are supposed to give honest, true, honest, sincere praise to? Can you tell me even just one thing, Chantal? You don't want us to talk a bunch of crap about you, but yet you have crap behavior. You have crap content. You got problematic behavior. So what are we supposed to say about you exactly? You decide when you post your content how people hear you, how people view you, and how people take you. With every video, with every live, you are saying, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. You are creating your public image. You created a public image and it stayed pretty much the same over the past 7-8 years, and it's never fully changed. You act like you're going to change it, but you never do change it. So your brand, your image is pretty rotten. And all we're doing is giving our thoughts, feelings, and opinions on what you present to us. And you're not giving us anything different. So the public opinion about you is going to be the same because the content is the same. Do you follow?
So I realized that for my mental health, and I realized this watching Yo Mama, which, call me petty all you want, I'm never fucking watching that idiot again. Never. Hi, Teardrop. Shrimp basket. Hi, Teardrop. I'm sorry, but he's over there accusing me of contriving, faking drama with Aisha and leaking DMs of people. Whose DMs have I ever leaked?
Is she angry because Aisha has a membership to Yo Mama's channel? Because I did see that Aisha does have a membership to Yo Mama's channel. And as far as this drama between her and Yo Mama, I don't know. I'm just giving my thoughts here. It doesn't feel all the way real. Because if it were, she's a vengeful, wrathful person, she would be going full throttle on your mama. It feels very contrived. She's mad at your mama and she's going to insult your mama in this live stream. At the same time, somebody comes in, throws her a super chat and says, forgive him. And she lets him back in. So I guess she really wasn't that mad.
Whose? I've been in fights with many people. I've never doxed people. I've never doxed their information.
Actually, you did. You really did. Do you remember that live stream that you did, Chantal, that Natter and Dee Dee, they were on Natter's channel. You were on your channel and y'all were acting like a bunch of idiots. You're all adults. And what you could have done if you all had something to say to each other was get on the phone and scream it out all you wanted. But you decided to get on YouTube. You got on your channel yelling at him. He got on his channel saying things to you. You guys were taking your private affair, making it public. But you were giving Dee Dee's address, full address. And you also talked about Dee Dee's mom. So you never doxed anybody? Never? Never? What about that little incident where you were so desperate to claim Natter that you took your iPhone or took your phone and faced it up to the camera so everybody can see his name in your phone? The name Natter was on your phone. Before that, you were given all kinds of clues about Natter. Oh, he's a chef. He's worked on a cruise line, blah, blah, blah. You were giving little bits and pieces about who he was. Even drawing a picture. But the moment you showed his name on your phone, the Kiwi farmers, they put it all together and found out exactly who he was. And I don't know if you wanted that. Maybe you did. But you were desperate to lay claim to him because you were infatuated with him. So you thought, I'm going to dox this guy and basically just put him in my corner. And so you did. But you never doxed anybody. And let's not also forget, you got a long history of using other people's hands to do your dirty work. You're always thinking about your channel and your income. You want to protect that because that's your bread and butter. So you will use other people in your audience to do your dirty work for you, like Natter going after all the reaction channels. I wonder who taught him how to do that. I wonder who put that idea in his head, going after 100 channels on your behalf. You talked about how much you hate the reaction channels, but you didn't want to risk your channel. So you had him do your dirty work for you. But you've done some dirty work behind the scenes, Chantal. And it don't matter if you did it personally, if you had other people do it. Your hand was still in it, girl.
When they've sent me things, he's making it sound like, don't send Chantal pictures of your kids if you don't want. I don't trust Chantal. Like, what?
And that's supposed to be your friend, right? That's supposed to be your friend. He likes you, but he don't trust you. That says a lot. I'll talk about her and I'll pump her up, but I don't trust her. I don't trust her. Does anybody trust you, Chantal?
Excuse me? Are you are you serious? Whose kids? Why would I do that? Number one, she never sent me pictures of her kids. Nah, Stu, and welcome to Very Important.
Well, ma'am, to be fair, recently you're talking about Yaba and Salmon bringing up children, bringing up something that happened to a child. So with you, children are not off limits when they should be. And you constantly go after people who have children. You've said yourself, you hate kids. You hate them. But there's no line in the sand with you about how far is too far. As long as you hate somebody and you dislike somebody or they've slighted you, with you, too far is not far enough. Let's go even further. That's the way you're thinking.
There's ready said bees. Like, he's full of crap. And like, for me to hear that, like, people talk about me that way, why am I gonna tune in? You know, why? Even hearing the drama through him, it's just, it messes. I can't listen to it. I can't. Yo mama, teardrop. I can't listen to it. I can't. I'm sorry. And you're not welcome in my chat anymore. Okay. So please spread the word. I don't want him here, because all he does is come in here and make up drama, or like try to stir the pot and create drama. Like, it's not cool. It's not like, you know,
you're going against him now. But before you got mad at him, you were happy to have him in your chat, stirring the pot. And it is my opinion and my belief, and other people that I've talked to, they kind of felt the same way too, that you liked him coming into the chat and bringing things up. So you would have a reason to go off or to talk about somebody. You were just using him as the mouthpiece to get the conversation started. You didn't want to bring up something on your own, just so you could have that space to go, I didn't bring it up. Somebody else brought it up first. So you were happy with him bringing up stuff and starting the fire. Now you're allegedly against him, but yet you're not. You're so flip-floppy.
he's a rat. Yeah. Sniffs around. Hey, petty little Isapi. Capone, you can get fucked. You have something wrong with your head. I saw what you said. Believing Aisha that I cheat on my husband. So I don't care if you're a troll. I don't want that kind of troll in here. You're not welcome. Sorry. Seriously. Kiss my ass. So I'm like over the incredibly immature trolling, the stupid shit. I'm not into that. Like, I don't find it funny. It obviously affects me mentally. Yeah, you were right, teardrop. I know. And then they think, oh, I'm just a troll. Well, no, what you say affects people. Like, get out of here.
But Chantal, didn't you say a while ago that the things you say and the things you do, you're not responsible for other people's mental health, but you're trying to make people feel guilty for your mental health when your mental health is your responsibility. If you're feeling stressed out, you're feeling upset, then it's you as an adult, it is your responsibility to take some time off and get yourself together. But you won't. You put yourself in the fire and you make yourself burn.
And that goes for me too. Like, I'm not making any more videos. Desperate, thirsty idiots, liars can make up all the content they want about me. I don't care. Whatever. I don't care. Like,
is she stressed out because of the panel that's going to happen on Sunday? I wonder if that's part of her irritation.
Think what you want. Whatever.
Like, maybe she's on edge because she's waiting for the other shoe to drop. Well, I don't know if it will, but we will see.
Good vibes only, yeah. But yeah, I know. What did Petty say? Yeah, a lot of you are not going to know what I'm talking about, but yeah, he's not welcome here. Anybody who just, whatever, Lord Farquaad is sniping, I don't care. She has no fucking life either. She's another piece of shit, hypocritical piece of crap who looks like Robert De Niro, who needs to take care of her kids and leave me alone. I just want everyone to leave me alone. Like, I seriously do nothing to these people. I do my content.
And you lie when you do your content. And you're fake and you're phony.
Like, seriously, do I have a channel dedicated to somebody?
Actually, you do. if you're not eating, you talk a lot about Yaba, you talk a lot about FFG. Like, in your own way, you're kind of a reaction channel too. You react to what people are saying about you, and that's a beautiful look. I'm sorry, I just noticed a screenshot here. I gotta catch it because whenever I try to go back later and find it, I always fail. I suck like that, but all right, good, great, we got it. But like, if you're not eating and if you're not having Salah play Happy Birthday or Crazy Frog on the Casio for the 100th time, you use the reactors or what people say on Twitter about you as content because you've got nothing else, Chantal. You got nothing else. Nothing.
Hours and hours of bad talking someone? Like, no, I don't. I don't. I cannot listen to any of that shit drama anymore. So immediately, if you bring up any kind of drama, I don't want to hear it. I don't care. You don't have my best interest in heart if all you do is bring up drama. She's very weird for talking to Salah behind my back and trying to say that I'm cheating. She's ridiculous. She's a horrible fake Muslim. Yeah, I know, Golden Girl. It's not worth my energy. That's the thing. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. They're all weird like that, Isapi. That's what gives me the ick. I don't want people like that in my energy. And like, I'm at fault for even entertaining it. I'm 100% at fault for this new wave of drama that's happening. For people talking about it.
She's acting like she hates it all, but when she goes into her YouTube studio and she sees the extra views, she's not hating it, y'all. She knows. She's been on YouTube for years. She knows what it takes to get views on her channel. And she pays attention to her analytics and what gets attention and what gets the views and what's making the money and what isn't. Don't be fooled. She loves all of this. And we're probably going to get more of this, even more amped up over the next couple of months. Because this month, November and December are the highest paying months of the year. When the RPM, which is what you get paid per 1,000 views, it goes up. And she needs that money. Whether it's for her being in Kuwait, whether it's because she's going back to Canada and she needs the money. She wants it all. She needs it all. So her saying, I hate the drama. Remember rule number 1, Chantal lies.
Or Yo Mama salivating over there with his new tea. For everything. I'm responsible for that. I take full responsibility. And I wish I hadn't even addressed it. I wish I hadn't even made a video.
Well, if you are having remorse and regret about the video, why is the video still up? Shouldn't you delete it? Shouldn't you get rid of it? If you're having remorse and regret because you made a video when you were feeling very emotional and you did it and now you're like, I shouldn't have done that, why not delete it? Why leave it up? People who are truly remorseful and regretful of their actions and their words, they do their best to move past it, but you left everything up.
I wish I hadn't even acknowledged this stupid, hypocritical hippo loser. I am so pissed at myself.
No, you're not. You've been trying to think for a while, how can I make more money on my channel? People are getting bored. People are complaining. They don't want to see the eating anymore. You were supposed to be on a health arc. Well, I guess that's over. So we're just going to move past that as quickly as possible. Because the Beezers were asking you, like, why are you backsliding? Why are you eating the food again? And to keep them from asking questions and focusing on the fact that you gave up your health arc, we're moving into this. We're pivoting away from that to this.
Can you imagine, Teardrop? They're all sick, Pia. Like, these people are fucking psychotic. So stay the fuck away from me. okay? Because I've had it. Inshallah, your channels will be taken down eventually because you're nothing but a bunch of idiots and bullies, and you contribute nothing, let alone to humanity. You contribute nothing to YouTube. You contribute nothing.
And what exactly do you contribute to YouTube? You doing the self-harm content and slowly unaliving yourself with food. Are you a positive aspect on YouTube? Are you a positive space on YouTube? No, ma'am, you're not. You're a fake, phony victim. Always crying victimhood about everything, and you're not a victim. You're just the opposite. You're a predator. You prey on people. You hurt people. You lie to people. You con people. You scam people, Chantal. You try to play the victim card, but you're not a victim. You are a predator that makes other people into victims. You run through people like a freight train. That's why your family wants nothing to do with you. That's why Salah's family wants nothing to do with you. And the only people that are around you are people that you have to pay for companionship. You don't have a single for free friend or acquaintance around you right now because you're so awful. All of us peasants, you look down upon. A lot of us have free friends that we talk to. Our friends don't have a per hour rate. We ain't got to pay their rent to get them to spend 5 minutes with us and play on the Casio keyboard. No, that's you. That is all you. That's your life. That's the one you wanted. That's the one you designed. Are you not happy with what you bought? Too late. You got it.
Nothing to humanity. You're scum of the earth, the bottom, gum on the bottom of a shoe. And you
shout out to the bottom of the shoe. Oh, oops, sorry. Doggone it. I hate
like at all. Yeah, I moved to Kuwait to escape. To escape, you know what? People like this. People like this.
Well, that makes no sense. You went to Kuwait to escape us, and yet you're on YouTube. You're on a public platform, and so are we. So I guess it didn't work because we're still here, and so are you.
Would you want to have Slimer on your ass and go driving to a fucking dispensary? Sorry for my language, but I'm pissed. To go and stalk you and ask people if you've been shopping there? You don't think that's a bit psychotic? No.
Ma'am, you talk about psychotic behavior. You drove over to Natter's place when he wasn't picking up the phone. You drove over there because you didn't know if he was there. You didn't know if he was with somebody. And you basically did almost a B&E. You were trying the doorknob. You were looking in the windows. So you want to talk about psychotic behavior? Blowing up his phone, leaving hundreds of messages, stalking him. You want to be careful with that word psychotic. It might apply to you too.
No? Okay.
Not that it applies to FFG. I'm just saying somebody who acts like that, really shouldn't be judging people.
Right. Incredible. Incredible. So I'm escaping the trashy people from where I'm from. Nothing else. All of this crap, I didn't start any of it.
You didn't. You didn't start any of it, you say. Really? Aisha just got a wild hair up her butt and decided, I'm just going to go off on Chantal for no reason. Okay.
I didn't start any of it. Thanks, Gabrielle. They're not going to derail my progress.
What progress?
Whatsoever.
What progress?
Hey, Tristan. Welcome to Very Important Bees, Ready, Set, Bees. I don't want people... If you truly support me, I want supporters, okay? If you support me, you wouldn't try to get me to rage. You wouldn't try to bring up drama. And it's my responsibility to not do it. But I'm going through a lot of changes, so I'm more mentally vulnerable. And I don't.
Oh, geez. Well, here we go. The damsel in distress. Tie her to the railroad tracks and wait for the prince to come on the white horse to untie her. Help me. I'm so vulnerable right now. Then maybe you shouldn't be online. Maybe you shouldn't be on the internet. Maybe you should take a break. I'm going through so many changes. What changes? Can you state what they are? Because I don't see anything. And not because I don't want to, I just don't see it. I don't see it. What changes? What changes?
I don't want to hear people say, well, get offline. No, why should I have to get offline?
Well, if you're concerned about your mental or your emotional health, that would be a good decision. If being online stresses you out, if you are on a forum or a website where there are people that it's going to stress you out, why go there? Or why go there is often just take a break. Take care of yourself. You don't want to do that.
Why should I be chased away by negativity? I have a right to be here. I have a right to be in my corner of the
And so do we. If you have a right to be here, then so do we.
Thank you, guys. That shisha, yeah, I need it. I'm so grumpy right now.
You always are. I've been in a fight with Missy Moo. Did I show our DMs? No. Or did I? I don't remember. I only show things that I'm pushed to show. I don't show people's addresses, phone numbers. The thing with Slimer was so long ago and it was an accident and I offered to change her phone number. That wasn't an accident. You gave Natter the phone when you shouldn't have.
Yeah, it's my job. Why should I quit?
You suck at your job.
I know you are, Breezeth. No, Wisa P, they're not even WhatsApp numbers. They're not even my number. I showed my number that I use, part of my number that I use on Telegram. Like
now she's acting like she can't remember it. It's funny. What's that app again? What is that app? Oh, yeah, Telegram. Like she can't remember the name.
Why would I make up those fake accounts and still use my real name? Like it doesn't make any sense.
Because you're an idiot. I mean, you're not the sharpest pencil in the drawer, Chantal. You're not. Maybe it's because you're a narcissist and you want certain people to know it's you and to be able to find you. I mean, you used your phone numbers, the Kuwait number, the Canadian number. You use the Al Rafay name, and you called yourself Chantal. I mean, like, you just wanted people to know it was you. That's why. Maybe because you're such a narc and you're so arrogant, you thought you could make those profiles and you weren't going to get caught. Because maybe Telegram is something that a lot of people don't know about. And so you felt confident, you felt comfortable to make a profile there because maybe not a lot of people on YouTube know about Telegram. So you're like, nobody's going to find me here. I could be more of myself. Maybe that's why.
So yeah, I'm just going back to ignoring it. I'm going to try my best, but that means that I have to protect my circle. So if that means, no, she's not going to sue me. She's broke. She's broke and stupid. She's full of crap. That's another lie. She literally admitted to lying to tell Salah that I had an OnlyFans just so she could get his attention. And you all are going to trust anything she says? Yeah, of course I'm kind to you guys. I love you guys.
Well, it's not a complete lie. It's not as if you never had an OnlyFans. You had 2 of them. I don't know if the second one is still active, but you did have the one OnlyFans. You advertised it on YouTube, which is a no-no. A bunch of people signed up. 2 days after making it and advertising it and saying, I'm going to do exclusive story times over there. Within 2 days, you said, I'm done here. People are asking for me to fart and to show my boobs, which are things you've done on YouTube for free. You said you weren't doing anything else. So a lot of people got refunds. So you lost out on all the money that people were going to pay for memberships. Then later on, you made another OnlyFans. And this time you kept your mouth shut about whether you were going to post stuff on it or not. There were a lot of complaints about your content because you weren't posting anything, but you kept it up and you kept collecting the money as long as there was money there. So it wasn't as if you never had an OnlyFans. You've had 2. I don't know if the other one is still active, but you did have 2 of them.
They can sue her shoes. They can lick my shoes. Thank you, Teardrop. Sue for what? Yeah, for her starting drama and lying to my husband? They're going to look at her like she's a sharmuta and just dismiss her. Goodbye. Sorry to say those words.
Well, wait till they see what you've done. True. Wait till they see your content.
Why are you messaging a married husband? That's what they're going to say. I'm not going to give a crap about her. She has nothing.
Okay, I'm going to make an observation. So like I just told you guys, I'm a smoker. I don't smoke the green. No shade on anybody who smokes the green. Like there's nothing wrong with Mother Nature, but I do smoke cigarettes. And why am I bringing that up? Why is that important right now? Because when you are a smoker, or let's just say you drink, you have a drink, a glass of wine. When you're stressed out, like really stressed out, you will drink more or you'll smoke more than normal just because your nerves are frazzled. And Chantal, she keeps hitting that shisha real frequently. This is why when she's upset, she shouldn't eat, she shouldn't smoke, she shouldn't drink, because all that negative emotion is doing is making you consume more of things you shouldn't have. But she will not leave that shisha pipe alone. And she was complaining not too long ago about feeling dizzy and feeling sick to her stomach, and too much nicotine will do that.
People abuse the word sue. Yeah, I know. Anyway. No, he's dumb. He's over there saying that we made up this drama together.
I mean, well, you can't get mad about that, Chantal. Look, I don't like Yo Mama. If anybody in my audience likes him and you watch him, that's for y'all. Do whatever you want to do on YouTube. Go where you want to go. I'm just not a fan of his. But you got to admit, Chantal, this whole thing with you and Aisha, it just seems so strange. It feels really strange. It's just like, because Aisha's been gone for a minute. And then she just pops back up. Do you know what I mean? And then all this it just gets started. And it gets started right about the holiday season, right when the money starts to kick up. I mean, if you line all the pieces up, it looks a bit weird. It looks contrived. It looks like you needed some extra drama for some extra holiday money to get the extra holiday views. You're not doing anything on your own. So maybe you're looking to other places and other people to help you get some extra holiday drama for extra holiday money. And this is what you came up with. That's how it looks.
I never start beef, Trixie. Exactly. Name one beef I started. None. Hi, Pam. Thanks, Anna.
Okay, I want to address this comment in the chat. Dragonfly says, think they hate you now. Wait until you lose weight. It wouldn't matter if Chantal's 120 pounds or 150 pounds or 500. She's still a mean, nasty, vile person. And the weight has nothing to do with that. As a matter of fact, I'll put dimes to donuts on the fact that if she did drop a bunch of weight, she would be 1,000 times worse. She would be that person that if she lost the weight, she would be even more on her narcissistic, self-absorbed, self-centered, selfish, evil high horse. She would be that person that she would lose the weight. And then she might say awful things about people who are overweight. She wouldn't take the experience of being overweight and remember the experience, and that might cause her to be kinder to people who are overweight. No, she would be that judgmental wench at 120 pounds, and she'd be like, oh my God, they're so big. Even though at one point in time she was big. She would be the most snotty, rude, arrogant, pick me, look at me females ever.
Yeah, they're just the hate is gonna be worse. If you're the type of person who gets excited over somebody getting angry and losing it, you're insane. You're sick in the effing head.
No, not insane. I'm just a content creator and I do my content of you, Chantal, and people want to be entertained. You don't give us much in the way of variety. It's either mukbangs or rages. I'll take the rages over the mukbangs because at least with the rages, you're not stuffing your face to the point where you're laying around looking bloated. You're doing the seal position. I wish there was something else besides the rages and the mukbangs. I wish you would show us something else to talk about. I really do. I mean, variety is a spice of life, but you don't give variety. You don't. I'm tired of watching you eat rice and potatoes and French fries and kebabs and Burger King and KFC and Pizza Hut. No, ma'am. No. I don't think you should be eating that food, but if you're going to do it off camera. Seriously. But I'll take this over the alternative. And I'm not speaking for my entire audience. They can speak for themselves, but I think at least a good portion would say, we'll take the rages over the food. I think that a lot would agree with me.
You know? No, you can't. I know, Meg. No, your mama's over there. I was like, I'm never watching him again. It's my fault.
Sure.
Like, he's so stupid, babe. He's like, yeah, that we made it up. That what else? Oh yeah, that he doesn't trust me. That people it's insinuating that I would dox her kids' pictures if she sent me some. She never sent me her effing kids' pictures. I don't want them. I don't care about whatever. I'll say what I want. I don't care if I get deported back to Canada. Whatever.
I really wish that would happen. That would be so great if she got kicked out of Kuwait. I really would love that. It needs to happen. This whole Kuwait arc needs to be over. Over. It makes no sense.
I really don't. So, I said a bad word. So, Chewy's mom, welcome to Very Important Bees. You're ready, set bees. Thank you for joining, guys. Yeah, he's like just making up stupid crap about me.
What's he making up?
How did you make it up and get her to participate at the same time? Yeah, it's so stupid.
Maybe she's annoyed because a lot of people are questioning how real all of this is. A lot of people are saying, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people are questioning it. They have a right to. I mean, given her history of lying and making up story arcs, we have a right to question if things look a bit weird. And this does seem weird. Like not well thought out, not well planned, not well structured. We got a right to question, and maybe she's annoyed because people aren't buying it as much as she wants us to buy it. And because a lot of people aren't buying it and they're raising their eyebrow and giving the bombastic side eye, her views maybe are not what she would hope them to be.
I'm tired of people without a brain making up things. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, you make up things all the time. Didn't you say long ago that this is your story? Like this whole, your YouTube channel, it's always been your story. And it's one that you're writing in real time, that you are the author of your story. You come up with these story arcs and the plots, and you add in characters and subtract characters, and you add in the drama and the cliffhangers. This is your story. Well, your story is starting to really suck. It's been sucking for a few years. People are not wanting to read it anymore. But we know your history of making stuff up. We know your history. So, yeah, we're going to question your writing over there.
Thanks, Teardrop. Hey, Jill. I don't know. It's just dumb. The truth will come to light. Yeah, hopefully. No, actually, it doesn't even matter, ECP, if it does. You know? They just find something else, and without proof, they believe everything. So I'm done explaining myself. I'm done with any receipts, with any tea, with any of this stupid crap.
She's done because she really can't defend herself. I mean, she could defend herself with proper receipts, but she's not going to bring any up. Get the pipe. Apologies to anybody in my audience that you're watching this react and she's using the shisha, and I hate the sound of that thing too. It's like anti ASMR. So sorry for that.
I'm just done with it. I'm just done. I don't want anybody in my chat like that. Honestly, I don't care how boring it gets. I don't care how many people are talking. I don't care. Like, I just don't. Hey, Jill.
Keep in mind, Chantal changes her mind. So she can say this right now, but in a day or two, she'll feel differently. Just give it some time. Let her go to sleep and get a good meal, and she'll feel differently.
Like, how are people defending somebody literally making up lies that I cheat on my husband? Like, what? Our members only stream. Yeah, I'm probably just going to do them. I don't care if there's even only 5 of us in here. I really don't. Howie!
You may not care, but I think Salah would care because you're paying him, and you think he would care about the money dropping. And she said that before. I wouldn't care if there's 5 people in here. Trust me, she would care. Not just about the money, but she needs attention as much as possible. She wallows in the attention. 5 people are not going to do it for her. She wants all the attention.
Like, I really just, I'm tired of it. It's not fun. Like, you know. The spaghetti. Thanks, Petty Little. And
Put it down, Chantal. My God. Look, I'm a smoker. I don't even smoke like that. Leave the pipe alone. You got enough nicotine in your system, lady.
Yeah. Trixie. Like I would tune into him like once in a while, just like watch like, you know, some things. Like I can't listen to Slimer. I can't listen to any of their voices for too long, so I would never interfere in anyone's marriage, right? Like, I don't know. They're biased and like, I don't know. Yeah, I would never cheat. I said I would never cheat. Like after like I made a promise to myself I'll never do that again and hurt somebody, and I never would. No matter what they do to me, no matter what. I'm not like that. I don't want to lower myself, or I don't want to, you know, be that type of person. Thanks, Pam. So, I'm just like, just leave me alone. Leave me out of your stupid, ridiculous, contrived drama. Like, yeah, I moved here to escape this crappy, these trashy people. These trashy people. I want.
You're not making sense, though. You moved to Kuwait to get away from the trashy people, your words. But how did you get away from us? It's not like we were all living in the same neighborhood and you moved out of the neighborhood. You went to the Middle East, but did you really get away from the people on YouTube? Because we're still here and you're still here. That doesn't make sense. I got out of the Western world and came to the Middle East to get away from all the trashy people, even though you're on YouTube and you make your videos and we still react to you.
Nothing to do with it. Nothing. Well, I don't know, Leslie. They do believe it. But I don't care. Like, just believe it then. I don't care. Like, just leave me alone. Believe the worst, but just leave me alone. I don't care. Trixie. I just don't. Just leave me alone. Seriously. Every place has trash? No, not like this, Nostune. Not like this. You'd be arrested here, okay? There's no way.
Is that why you don't go out in public? Because you've done some pretty awful things that you might be arrested for or get in trouble for? Is that why you're inside all the time, Chantal?
So, I don't know. Like, nothing was achieved by what the fake Muslim did. She just outed herself to be a liar and admitted it. I lied about OnlyFans. I wanted to get his attention. You wanted my husband's attention. You're disgusting. Like, seriously. Yeah, Glitter Queen, I don't blame you. Who knows, Golden Girl? I'm tired of this crap. Like, I'm just tired of it. So I really hope I stick to it. I am never giving any of these idiot, moron, parasite, whatever you want to call them, zombies.
Shout out to all the zombies.
It's just
or vultures.
So sus that she didn't even talk to you about it first. I haven't talked to her in so long, ECP. The last thing she messaged me was that she was getting married. She was married and she was happy. Really? Happy women don't do that.
Well, happy women also don't get on the internet and rage at other people. And happy women who are married don't go on Telegram using other women's pictures for, it looks like, shady, suspicious behavior. Because if you were just on there talking to Salah, you would use your own picture and your own name, but you are obviously in disguise for some reason. You were under the covers for a reason, Chantal. So what was the reason? Who are you talking to? I don't understand. If you are talking to your husband and talking to your friends and talking to your family using Telegram, why hide? You hide from the light when you're doing something very sus in the dark.
She was messaging. She's a snake. You know, the biggest snake is that, remember, I hate to bring up the past, but it's important for the story. Remember Big Turk? When I was seeing him and he suddenly stopped seeing me and accused me of having
By the way, Chantal, I've heard that Big Turk was actually a very young man, like 19, 20 years old, and you were in your 30s. Girlfriend. That's gross. Going after somebody that young and as old as you were. What's the matter with you? Stop rocking the cradle, lady.
STDs, it's because she went behind my back and told him that.
I'm glad she did. I'm glad she did. If that actually happened. You're dirty. And if you had something that was contagious that somebody else could catch, somebody has the right to blow the horn on you. I mean, if I were about to be with somebody intimately and somebody else knew that they had something, I would want to know. And at that time, Chantal, you were dirty. You were messing around with Natter. And he had STDs and he gave them to you. And if you were being reckless and thoughtless and running around after him, trying to be with other people and not letting them know that you might be potentially contagious, that's awful. It's awful that you're not taking care of your health, but it's also awful you're not concerned about other people and their health and their lives. You're running around with all kinds of funk between your legs and you're not letting people know. So yeah, if somebody stepped up and said, hey, there's something you should know, I'm glad they did. Save them a trip to the hospital or to the clinic. You know, you weren't going to be responsible. Somebody had to be responsible, and it wasn't going to be you.
And I was like, what? I'm like, I have trolls. It's not true. So it was her fault. And then she has the nerve to act like my friend and ask for my phone number. If anything, yo mama, I'm the one who should not trust her. Did I come forth and just start airing all her dirty laundry? No. She's the one who's making up lies and trying to air things out. Like, what?
Well, that's because there's no talking to you. You can't talk to someone like you. You don't listen.
Yeah, I didn't talk to her. I blocked her. And then she emailed me begging me to talk to her again. I put the email in the video. She apologized and was begging. She acts like a 15-year-old, and this woman has kids. Like, are you serious? No, I'm not trusting anybody, man. 2-bit losers with no... Exactly, Sandra. Yeah. Yep. No, she was never my friend. She just wants attention. She's insane. Anyway. I don't know. I didn't know she was around that long. I don't think I was even talking to her at that point. I think I started talking to her after I reverted. Like, she acts so self-righteous, like, oh, I'm a Muslim revert, but she goes and makes up lies like that and spreads rumors, and she's insane. She's just, I don't even know what to say. Like, these people are, I don't want any psychotic people in my life.
Yeah, there's only room for one of you.
Yeah, exactly. Creepy. But I said, I take full responsibility for, like, even bringing any of it to attention. It's like, it really just makes it worse. And I never learned that. So Yeah, I don't know. It's like the way she acts, seriously. I don't want you in my on my channel, okay? I don't care. Whatever. Keep your membership, keep your money, keep your views, whatever. They want you back in Canada. Why? They're insane. This is my life. They're so invasive. Hey Kim. So insane.
Well, here's a good question. Like, why do you want to be in Kuwait so bad? Is it because you have no place to live in Canada? That you have a place in Kuwait, but if you went back to Canada, you wouldn't have a place to live and your family's not going to put you up and Pete's not going to spend his 15 grand to get you a place? So the most you could get at the moment would be a motel room for a month? Is that why you won't go back? Or is it because you don't want to catch crap with Girl World? You know that if you go back and it's over with Salah, you're going to get egg on your face. Well, Chantal, eventually, this whole thing with Salah has to end. For one reason or another, it's got to end. And the longer this goes on, the worse it's going to get. It makes no sense to try to squat in Kuwait and hold on to a man that doesn't care about you. At the same time, you are hemorrhaging money off your channel and hemorrhaging views. This is your livelihood. And you're giving it up for what? For a man that doesn't care. When you could go back to Canada and start over. And you could be your true, authentic self. And you're not pretending to be a demure, traditional housewife. That is not you. That is not who you are. It's never been you. You just pretend to be like that to be accepted by a man. You're working hard to be accepted by Salah, but he doesn't really accept you. And he doesn't love you. And he's not going to be in love with you. And he's just around for the paycheck. And once your paycheck goes down, he's out of there. So why stay? Why drag this on? Whenever you go back to Canada, you seem happier to be home. Like you are on familiar ground, around familiar places. You feel comfortable. I don't think you're really comfortable in Kuwait. And that's not the fault of Kuwait. It's just, it's not where you belong. You're in a place that you don't belong and you're around someone you don't belong with. Do you see? You're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, and no matter how much you try to pound it in, it ain't going to go in. You don't fit over there. You don't fit in his life. So why hang on? Why not go back to your home country and be yourself?
Sick, disgusting people. Hypocrites. I saw someone commenting in Yo Mama's chat saying that I'm disgusting. I'm not a real Muslim because of the way I eat and smoke.
Yeah, well, no arguments there. Doing all that haram stuff and you want us to believe that you're a Muslim at heart, you're not.
But they called me a cunt. Oh, you're a better person. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take moral advice from you. You should talk. Friggin' loopy people, man. I don't get it. Yeah, exactly. Just stay away, let us bees. Thank you, Trixie. I hate the C word. Yeah, somebody who calls me that a few times in the chat and then has the nerve to say I'm a bad person. Spirituality is a journey, yeah. Yeah, I agree, babe. I honestly never want to be like these people. I don't want to be low like that. So work out your frustrations. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad suggestion. Angela L says, time to get on the treadmill and work out your frustrations. You know, like if Chantal feels mad, this would be a perfect time to get on that treadmill because you'll work out longer because you're mad. You'll be more strenuous about it. This is a good time to burn them calories. Instead of sitting there with that shisha, get on the treadmill and walk it out, girl.
I'm just not in a good headspace. Like all this, I don't know how people do this drama every day. I don't know how they do it. I really don't.
You used to do it every day, 8 to 10 hours a day. I remember you did drama literally all day and night.
I'd like a members only video. Yeah, I should give you guys that.
You should, but you won't. You should, but you won't.
I don't feel good.
Well, I wouldn't feel good either if I just sat there and smoked 90 cigarettes all at one time. That would make me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, exactly. Teardrop. Sorry, but if you really, it's $2.99 a month, you know? And mods are different. You're doing a service and you're very supportive. Like, you know, people are just whatever. Who in their right mind is joyful over someone suffering? All of girl world. They're sick. Yeah, leave the drama to the teens. Exactly. Yeah, it's not worth it for me. Nice seeing all the members. Yeah.
I'm getting the feeling that she's calming down, like she's getting a lot quieter. She's not as animated, but I'm going to scoot ahead and see what else we got.
Like, how is that talking about kids?
Did I say that she was calming down? Maybe I was wrong.
I can't stand these dumb people. Ugh.
And where do all these beezers in her chat think that if Chantal took a break, if she went on vacation, if she disappeared, if her channel got shut down, that we would all panic? Why do they think that? Is it because of she's taught them to feel that way? She's put that thought in their head, like, oh, the reaction channels, without Chantal, they'll all fall. Not true. That would open up the window of opportunity to review other people. She tries to tell her beezers, without her, all of us would fall, but it's actually backwards. Without all of us covering her, who would she be? She would be insignificant. She'd be in the forgotten corner of YouTube. Nobody would care.
The people who are the worst, Trixie, are the most self-righteous. The most self-righteous. Look at Aisha, the fake Muslim. Look at her for an example of that. Is so mad at me because I was gorging myself on camera.
Which you shouldn't be doing. You know what? I'm not even a Muslim, Chantal. Even before you reverted and you took your Shahada, I had issue with you gorging yourself on camera. Because at the same time you were talking about your issues with food, and yet you were monetizing your issues. You were giving them a job, which I think is wrong. So you don't necessarily have to be someone of a certain faith or belief to have an issue with what you're doing on YouTube. What you're doing is wrong. You're doing self-harm content You shouldn't be doing it. And nobody else on YouTube should be watching that. Nobody should see it. It negatively affects people. It sends a dangerous message that some people might pick up. And if they're coming onto YouTube saying, how can I build a successful channel? How can I get to 100K subscribers? They might look at someone like you and say, oh, all she does is eat food. That looks easy. And they don't stop and think about the health issues, the repercussions of doing that kind of content. So you shouldn't be doing the stuff on YouTube that you do for your own health and for the sake of everybody else's health. Nobody should be watching, period.
Meanwhile, she's overweight. So why are you preaching?
Fat shaming somebody else.
What? You live in a glass house and does way worse. Makes up blatant lies to try and messages my husband. Like what? Julia 8-ball?
Leave the shisha alone.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm going to say, as I've said a million times, I'm not perfect.
You hide behind those words, I'm not perfect, so you can continue to act badly. And you acting badly is supposed to be excused. Like, I'm not perfect. Nobody's asking you to be perfect. Nobody's expecting perfection, but you can be a good person and you can try to be good and you don't. No one is saying Chantal has to be perfect. Nobody's expecting her to be. But she wants to continue on with her bad habits, her bad behavior, her addictions, and use the words, I'm not perfect, as a shield to hide behind while she indulges in things that she has no business indulging in.
I'm not a perfect Muslim.
Oh, we know that.
I swear sometimes. Yeah, I overeat. What
You have B moments.
Whatever you want to say. But my point with that, with coming after Aisha about that, is because that's her whole reasoning behind coming after me. She couldn't stand, a bad Muslim person while all this is going on in Palestine. Do you know? Have you donated money to Palestine? We have. So exactly, none of us are perfect. I'm not the one, because I know I'm not perfect, coming after other people. The only reason I'm bringing up her morality is because she's coming after me first. So I'm pointing out the hypocrisy. Okay.
Excuse me.
Like, whatever. No one's perfect. And I should have never even given her the time of day.
But you did.
Just ghost. That's it. Yes, of course they are. Teardrop. And Julia too. She's perfect. And babe.
So the tone that I'm getting from this live stream is she's trying to go to her members and, in essence, without saying it, giving off the impression of, look at all these people picking on me. They have no reason to pick on me. They're a bunch of bullies and weirdos and creeps, and I'm not doing anything to make them angry.
And it's true. Someone commented, this is not going to be the last time, that somebody tries to do this, tries to break up our marriage. It's not going to be the last time. Or tries
can't break up what's really not there to begin with.
To mess with things in my life. I have to protect myself better. I have to not let these energy vampires in my circle. No. Yeah, exactly. Creepy. Hey, Star. Hi, baby. You know you're cute. You know you're.
Moving on.
Yeah, this is the mental state these people, these disgusting people put me in, and I can't allow it. Like I can't do Moriers. Probably. Ah. Julius Choo Choo came in the dock. Yes, you did. Hypocrisies. I can't believe people listen to their shit. It's insane. Well, I won't be. Just like I don't have a Twitter. So everybody on Twitter, whoever talks about me all day long, I hope you feel like a better person because of it.
So I'm looking at Foodie's live. Hold on a second. I'm going to look something up. I'm just curious, okay? Let me just do some research on the fly. So I'm going to a website by the name of playboard.co. Where is your stupid channel, Foodie? Come on. Let's see. Why is it bringing up everybody but you? That's making no sense. Hold on. Yeah, I got it correct. Ah, there we go. I found it. Ooh. I'm going to share with y'all what I see, okay? Let me stop the screen for a minute because she's starting to bore me. All right. Okay, so she made $43 in super chats yesterday. And I guess that would be for the live that I'm reviewing right now. That is gross amount. That is not, I'm sure, net amount when YouTube takes 30%. So she made less than $30. The last 7 days, she's made $100 in super chats. All right. How about her views? What are her views looking like? Like, what's going on? Oh. So, like, her views are going up and down, up and down, up and down. And it looks like a lot, but when you think about all the things that Foodie is paying for over there, and the fact that her Canadian dollar is much weaker than the Kuwaiti dinar, like she has to pay 4 times the amount just because she's in Kuwait versus Canada, because her Canadian dollar is worth about 25 cents to 1 Kuwaiti dinar. So everything over there is like 4 to 5 times more expensive. That's another reason why she should leave.
We all do. I don't agree with everything or care what anyone does. I just like watching. I don't know. I don't know how people can listen to that crap. Yeah. Come see Mom. Come see Mom. Hi, Vivi. You're so beautiful. You allow them to put you in that mental state.
Yeah, she does it to herself. She doesn't have to watch the reaction channels. She doesn't have to go on our community post or live chats or panels or nothing. She lurks in the audience looking for reasons to be angry. She's a narc. She has to research everything with her name attached. She does it to herself. If she just stayed in her own backyard and paid attention to what she was doing, she'd be a lot less stressed out and a lot less mad.
Yeah, and I have to not allow it. I have to not engage and, like, you know? Absolutely. I agree with that.
She won't do it, though. I mean, you got to know that she watches FFG's every stream. Sometimes she'll purposely turn on a stream in the middle of when Frenchie is live.
100%. Anyways. It won't be the last person who you think is someone else that turns and just makes up lies, rumors. It's not the last. I see you happily married with your little fur family and traveling there jealous. Well, people are just really insane. Like, it sickens me that people treat each other like that. Really. It's easy to say not engaged, but it's hard to apply because you're a proper normal person with normal person feelings. Exactly. Exactly. Attractive. No offense, but like, I wouldn't pick if I was catfishing. Like, I don't have any problem with how I
Then
look.
why not use your own pictures on Telegram? Unless you were doing something you weren't supposed to.
So the best new tea they can come up with, and people are going to eat that up. Really? Really? Yeah,
I love this super chat. Alexandra says, how does she know you got married in the back room of the pharmacy? Stop telling crazies your business. Look, like I said, getting the ceremony of marriage, you can have that anywhere. And if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. It's just, it's funny for Chantal because she's such a narc and everything has to be over the top and grand and luxurious. And I just find it hilarious that she paid $9,000 to go to Kuwait to be with a man that even to this day, she's still paying for him to get married in the back room of a pharmacy. Dang.
We got married in a pharmacy. You can literally see the building in the video of our courthouse.
Just because you were in front of the courthouse doesn't mean you got married there. Anybody could walk up to the building, snap a picture, or walk inside the courthouse and snap some videos and then walk right back out. It doesn't mean anything happened there.
Marriage, easy to look up. I love how dumb they are. They're pro experts when they look up the laws of Kuwait. When they talk about Islam, they're pro everything. When they talk about my diet, they're pro diet. They're dietitians. They're psychiatrists.
Breeza says she literally taking bits of truth out of your mouth to make it seem more valid. Y'all mentioned the pharmacy like last week.
When they talk about my mental health, but when it comes to something they want to support their narrative, they're dumb, right? That they don't know that's a courthouse, that's a pharmacy. Idiots. She's literally taking bits of truth out of your mouth to make it more valid. Y'all mentioned the pharmacy like last week.
Yeah, well, didn't Chantal mention a while ago out of her mouth that when it comes to getting married, there are loopholes? There are ways around the usual ways. So if you could get married to somebody in Kuwait, why would you need to look for loopholes? And doesn't make sense for somebody who's on a tourist visa to get married to somebody who is there. Is that even legal? Probably not, because you're on a tourist visa. So, of course, the marriage is not going to be recognized as a legal marriage. Maybe it's a temporary marriage for a certain specified amount of time under specific conditions. And that's why the backroom pharmacy wedding happened. Because you couldn't go about things the regular legal way.
Oh my God. I don't want dumb people in my space. I can't handle it. Oh, well, it's easy to get another man kitten zombie if that one doesn't work out.
She says that, but she doesn't believe that. She's like, oh, if this man doesn't work out, I can get another one. Chantal, you don't have the money like you used to have. And you don't have the health either. You can't throw the same game that you used to throw around to get your way. And I think that's another reason why you won't leave Salah alone, because I think even you know that he might be the last one that puts up with you. That you being as sick as you are, as needy and insecure and clingy and jealous and controlling as you are, you can't come up with enough money as compensation to give a man so he will put up with you for 5 minutes.
People get in relationships. Look, if a man doesn't want you because you're fat, he's not a man anyway. He's not for you, okay?
Now hold on. Everybody is attracted to what they're attracted to, whether it's an inside trait or how you look. Everybody's got their own built-in aesthetics. Okay, we were all attracted to different things. So she's trying to say, oh, if you aren't attracted to somebody of a bigger size, then you're just a horrible person. No, some people are attracted to those of a bigger size. Some aren't. For other people, it doesn't matter the size of the body. It's just the vibe that you have with another person. But hold on and let's go back for just a second, because I want to just go over that again. Let's start here.
I don't want dumb people in my space. I can't handle it. Oh well, it's easy to get another man kitten zombie if that one doesn't work out. People get in relationships. Look, if a man doesn't want you because you're fat, he's not a man anyway.
Well, let's reverse that. Let's turn the table around, Foodie. You are a super, super, super morbidly obese woman. So since you are a super, super, super morbidly obese woman, why don't you look for a partner that's as big as you, or somebody who is obese? You're very obese, but yet you would never in a million years accept a man who was obese or fat. You want the complete opposite. You want somebody who is of a smaller size. But no matter how wonderful the man, no matter how good the man, you would never accept a man who had the same body mass as yourself. So isn't that kind of hypocritical of you saying that? You're saying that if a man doesn't accept a woman if she's bigger, he's not a man. But what about you as a woman? You're not going to accept a man of a bigger size. I mean, you've been looking for a partner for your live streams for a long time. And I'm going to be honest with you. Out of all the people that you've shown on your channel, I think the one person you had the most synergy with, where the two of you just were natural around each other, was S-Jam. I mean, he's a train wreck just like you. But man, the two of you got along like a house on fire, and you were giggling and laughing in that one live stream, and the energy was there, and it was funny, and you had more energy and you had more synergy with S-Jam than Pete's, Natter, and Salah all put together. Like the two of you were a lot alike. So like you could talk to each other. It wasn't awkward like it is with everybody else. But you would never accept someone of S-Jam's size just because you want somebody tall and athletic, an Instagram model. You know, see, aren't you being a bit judgy when it comes to body type?
He's not for you, okay? Let him go find someone else, whatever. Who cares? You know, do you know how many men there are in the world?
And they don't
men
like
and women. You're going to say that because someone's overweight, so being super ugly in the face or something like that, just because you're thin, makes you more wantable, more attractive, more desirable? What about if you're dumb? There's a lot of conventionally attractive women who get cheated on, who have problems. It's not all about that. It's the connection you have with someone.
Yeah, but you don't go for connection, and you don't even go for real love. You just go for the eye aesthetic, Chantal. You don't want to dive deep into the pool. You want to stay in the shallow end just because it's easier access. You don't want to go deep. You don't want to date people. You don't want to get to know them. Hence, things go the way that they go. You're in such a hurry to attach yourself to someone and trap them with you. You don't want to get to know a person. You don't want the possibility of going out for coffee dates and getting to know someone, and they get to know you, and maybe either one of you, you come to the conclusion, this person might be great for coffee dates, but I'm not really into them. You don't want to be rejected. So to keep from being rejected, you pay men for their time and you trap them with you so they can't run away. You don't want to hear the word no. So you trap people in your web of lies, deception, and money.
Chemistry, personality. There's so many other things. People are so weird. I don't get it. There are a lot of men who like bigger women.
Yeah, but usually those bigger women, they carry themselves well. They're bigger, but they're queens. They take care of themselves. They have an intelligent mind. They have a wonderful soul. They're funny. They're humorous. They've got things to say. They might be worldly. Are you any of those things, Chantal? Do you actually care about other people? Do you care about yourself? So what does it matter what weight you are? You're awful no matter what weight that may be. You're awful.
A lot. The pharmacy is healthy. That's why next anniversary we're going to do it on Pluto by using our private spaceship. They're going to run with that. What it? Yeah, I know, creepy. What is?
You know what, Salah? What did I say about there was nothing on Twitter? Hold on. I want to show you guys something since his comment just popped up. Since it just popped up in the bottom of the freaking screen. Hold on. I want to show you guys something. Okay. You guys see his comment at the bottom of the screen, right? He says, I love BBW and especially you, babe. You see that comment, right? I'm mousing over it. It's at the very bottom. Okay. We're going to stop for a second because I would like to show you something else he said. That's why I love Girl World. There's so many receipts. We like our receipts here. We like to go true shopping and come back with the receipts. All right. So, this was something that he said, saying she weighs 200 pounds and writes that he's saying anybody over 200 pounds is a beast. But you guys can see it right here. This was Salah's profile. She weighs 200 pounds and writes, I don't know what this is. You guys can pretty much figure out what he's trying to say here. He's being insulting to women who are bigger. And that tweet is courtesy of Fondue Pondu. Fondue Pondu says a BBW lover would never have posted this, but sure. So full credit to Fondue Pondu for that. But he loves BBW, huh? Well, why is it, Salah, that when Chantal first came to Kuwait, you told her she had to lose 200 pounds? So you like BBW, but you told her you have to lose 200 pounds. So if you're okay with the bigger ladies, why were you insisting she lose so much weight? Can you answer me that, sir? No? Okay, we'll keep going.
Does it matter where anyone gets married, right? Seriously. How can call every pharmacy in Kuwait? Can you get married in a pharmacy? I love BBW, especially you, babe. Thanks, babe.
And by the way, Salah, if you love BBW so much, and if Chantal is the be-all, end-all for you, Why is it that after 2 years, your energy with her is so awkward and you're never around? If you were into her, why wouldn't you project that into her energy? You project just the opposite. So you're telling a bunch of lies right now.
It wouldn't even be an issue if it were my health, if it weren't for my health. Hey, Tracy. We're coming. Because after today,
how many times have we heard that?
Yeah, true, Tawny.
We've heard that before.
In a pharmacy. Does that even, like, that is probably... I challenge someone to find me a dumber statement of the year. There's none. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life.
I mean, it would kind of line up with the way that Salah treats you. He likes to do things with you when nobody else is watching and nobody else can see. So it would kind of line up with his way of being around you, where he doesn't want to be out in public with you. So if he married you in the back of a pharmacy, would be kind of a more of a private place to do it.
No, not you, petty little.
Like if you were after him to marry you, he's going to do it in a corner closet if he can help it, just so nobody else can see him do it.
No more drama from your mama, exactly. And insinuating that I shouldn't be trusted and she shouldn't send me pictures. She never sent me pictures of her kids. She's full of crap. She's full of crap.
One moment, please. Okay, guys, I just took a bit of a break. I paused the video for a minute, take a break to use the bathroom, and also to check the comments on my latest react and approve them. And I found out something very interesting about one of the pictures that Chantal used for one of the profiles. So I was on the panel for the House of Hannibal last night, and I said out loud that I wondered who were the women in the pictures for Chantal's Telegram profiles. Were they actual women or were they AI images? They look like real women to me. And I found out that at least one of them is a real woman and is actually a corn star. I have to say it like that because of YouTube. So this person has done adult films and she's a corn star. So, Chantal, you're over there searching the internet, looking for pictures of real women so you can be on the down low and talk to people on Instagram. So you'll use pictures of corn stars? Is that what we're doing? I guess we are, because you did it. Claiming I'm beautiful. I don't have to use other pictures of other women, but you did. And all three profiles that I looked at on Telegram that are on Twitter, none of those pictures look like you. So you're just running around on the internet looking for random pictures to put on your Telegram, using other people's images to do so. Even corn stars. Inappropriate, ma'am. Inappropriate. Especially if you're using that account to talk to your husband. Why would you use the picture of a corn star to talk to your husband or even people that were close personal friends? I ask you. Why do that? You're so proud of yourself. Nothing is nefarious here. Nothing snaky, but you're using other people's pictures, including those in the adult entertainment industry. Stop that. Stop it. I don't think any of those women whose pictures you borrowed would be okay with you using their pictures to talk to people. Use your own doggone identity, Miss Thing. Stop using other people's pictures without their consent. Hear me? Thank you. Now, we're going to go back to the react. I'm just mad about that. I'm like, I just read that. I'm like, really? She's talking about other people being trash. She's going to go there. She's going to do that. Other people are trash. Kai Bella is trash. Aisha is trash. But yet you're using the pictures of corn stars to be on the down low on Telegram, possibly talking to Natter or whoever else. Stick with your own identity, Chantal. Stop bringing other people's lives and images into your life, trying to hide. Okay, I'm done ranting. Sorry. Let's go back to the beast. Oh, I'm so mad at her right now. I'm so mad. Sorry, I'm getting loud. I'll be quiet. All right. Deep breath. Let's keep going.
She wants to sue me over, like, even if I did, there's nothing you can do about it. Watch out, troublemakers. No, Trixie. Yeah, no regulars. And I don't mean like humor, but people who come in and constantly try to bring up drama, you know? At least she confirmed we are married. Yeah, boom. Exactly. If we didn't get married though, right? But we got married in a pharmacy. Did you, Angela? I have 2 kids and I don't feel any type of way about you knowing I have them. They're just, jeez. I've never leaked people's DMs. Like,
yes, you have. And here you are borrowing off of other people's identities to do stuff on Telegram. Shame on you. I'm sure whoever those women are, including the corn star that you're using her picture, they would not appreciate you stealing their identities and acting as them when you are not them. Just because you want to talk to somebody in secret on Telegram.
unless it was something, you know, no personal information about people.
Like, I knew that Chantal was using some adult pictures. Just looking at the 2 pictures besides the 1 picture, the one that she's using now, the other 2 before that, I was like, that looks like pictures that came off of OF or some other adult site. And I'm like, I'm almost certain they came from an adult site just by the way the women don't have any clothes on. And it turns out that one is a corn star. That is so messed up. So messed up, Chantal.
Yeah, I know. I always address them. I should not. At all. They don't deserve it. That's what I like. Why do they want negative attention? Like, I don't get it.
Why do you want negative attention? That you do things on purpose to get negative attention. Like, I remember all the way back, Chantal, when you went to Cuba, you were supposed to be turning over a new leaf and getting away from Natter and giving everybody a break from Natter and talking about Natter, obsessing over Natter, blah, 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 blah. You just wouldn't shut up about him. So when you went to Cuba, your beezers were excited. They're like, finally, we're away from the Natter drama and she can focus on something else and maybe turn away from him. And you didn't. You spent the entire time in Cuba raging about him and Didi. And then we found out later that the entire time you were in Cuba, you were still talking to Natter. And the 2 of you were planning about what you should say versus what he would say. The 2 of you are still tag teaming with the live streams. So you weren't done with him and he wasn't done with you either. But you were continuing on that drama. People were trying to give you positive reinforcement and you didn't like it. You wanted the negative, all the negative. You prefer that over the positive. It's strange.
Anyway, the nerve. She's like, she sent me a message once. I didn't even acknowledge it. I just blocked her and ignored her. I can't believe I ever supported you. You're disgusting. Like, for eating on camera. Like, do you not know your own size or what?
What size got to do with eating on camera? A person can be big and not have a food addiction, Chantal. Are you trying to say that all people who are obese have a problem with food? Because that's not true. Somebody being obese could be because of an injury, being in the hospital for a while. It could be a medical condition. It could be something going on with the thyroid. It could be something genetic. It doesn't automatically mean the person has a food addiction. You're trying to say that, and I'm not letting you get away with it. There's all kinds of reasons that contribute to obesity. But just because a person is obese doesn't mean they're automatically a food addict. Doesn't automatically mean that. That applies to you, doesn't mean it applies to everybody else.
Sorry. Ooh. So she's a better Muslim, though, for lying about me and breaking up a relationship I was in, or I was seeing, that big Turk guy.
You were in a relationship with him. You were seeing him. From what I've heard, he's a very young man, and you were wanting to have relations with him, and somebody warned him ahead of time, hey, did you know about this information? You might want to know. And he was told, and he responded. So you're mad because somebody stopped another person from potentially catching something contagious because of you being careless and not you taking care of your health? What if the situation were reversed? Switch it around. What if you were about to jump in bed with somebody, right? And somebody who knew that person told you, hey, did you know this person has an STD? You might want to stay away. Would you be mad at that person for telling you? Or would you thank them because you didn't know? And would you not see that person? You may not. Knowing you probably would continue to see them and you wouldn't even care. But other people do care about their health. And some people don't want to make a clinic call or go to the clinic and have to spend money to treat an STD. They don't want to take time off from work and get the medication and all that. They just rather not deal with that kind of stress and trouble in their life. You may not care about your health and you'll spread your legs for whoever it is that will go between them. But some people feel differently. Some people are more careful.
And she tells them lies that I have STDs, and that's what makes you a better Muslim, right?
But you did have STDs. You told us. You even did an entire live stream. I have something. And as I recall, if I'm not mistaken, the paperwork said you had gonorrhea, possibly chlamydia. And you were a walking petri dish, girlfriend.
Messaging my husband, telling him lies makes you better. I think eating is better.
It's not better. It's still hurting your health.
You should get married in pharmacy. You'll have medicine dancing with you. Oh, yeah.
Moving on. She's boring me.
Everywhere immediately, and everyone would know, not just Salah. Right? Like, not just her, but she has special inside information. And all the stupid, moronic reaction channels are like, oh, yeah, let's talk to Aisha. Get a life. They are special, and not in the good way. Especially stupid.
You know, I know this may sound kind of twisted, but I'm actually wondering, since Chantal is very attention-based, and she wants the most attention, is there a possibility that maybe she's angry that Aisha is getting a lot of attention right now and she's not getting it? I just wonder.
I'm going to make a coffee. I'm sorry I've missed the sassy side of you. When I did talk to her, she was always complaining about needing money. She told me she couldn't even afford to get a passport so she could go visit this guy she was talking to in Pakistan or something. and was asking me for advice and stuff like that, and thinking she wanted to hook up with one of Salah's friends. And she sent me a picture to send to his friend, and his friend was like, nope. So that went nowhere. Dry begging, I don't know. Yeah. And she's a big girl. And is disgusted with the way I eat. Nope. See ya.
You know what? Keep talking, Chantal. Keep talking. Because I don't know if this whole drama between you and Aisha is real. But if there's even a sliver of a chance that it is real, you doing all these videos and doing all these lives and talking all this trash, if there's even a sliver of a chance that it's remotely real, all you're doing is writing checks your butt can't cash. You're just going to fire her up to release even more tea and more receipts. And I hope she does. Personally, if I had been Aisha, considering how vengeful and wrathful you are, I think the smartest thing to do would have been to do like an entire dump of the information all at once. And that way you can't stop more from coming out. Instead of piecemealing it, just dump it all at once in one place, away where you cannot get rid of it. Let Girl World get a hold of all of it and just bust this thing whole wide open. But that's just me, though. That's just how I do it. But she's going on panel with somebody, with, I believe it was Milky Chai. So you doing things like this, talking like this, all you're doing is you're adding more gasoline to the fire. So we will see what happens on Sunday.
And I was being nice. I'm like, just, like, find her a friend. He's like, I don't have any other friends. They're all married. Remember, babe, I was annoying you with that? Okay, golden girl, have a good dinner. You just kept coughing it out and it like went away.
Moving on.
For views, I don't even get that many views on it. So it, like, who cares? It's not worth it. Like, I'm not like that. I've never made up any drama for views, ever.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, you're a liar. You are such a liar. You and Natter were tag teaming each other back in Crackhead Olympics. The two of you were such narcissists that you were basically competing about who was going to go online. You would go online and he would go online, and you were constantly at each other because you wanted to go online and he was already online. And sometimes neither one of you could wait, and you would go online at the same time, going back and forth. It was a lot for the reactors to keep up with. But the two of you were constantly just thinking of ways to keep people talking. What do you mean you never made stuff up?
Okay, babe. Smile too. Yeah, I want to see that.
Put the shisha down. You've smoked enough on that shisha to last you at least a few hours. You don't need any more.
Your crazy cousins from the hills? The hills have eyes.
I hate that thing so much.
I'm not sure.
I am so sorry for the sound of that thing. It is so annoying. Are there no silent shishas out there? Is there no shisha pipe that is quiet? You don't hear the bubbling sound? Does any exist? I think she needs to get one.
Oh my God, I've been on for an hour already.
Get on my nerves. Get on my nerves.
Just coming in, they call you vile but have wished death and said other disgusting thing about you for years. Thank you. Exactly, just beating with the perpetually dry coochie. Thank you. Oh, yeah, okay. I see, babe. I'm slow. Thank you so much.
Guys, can I ask a favor? Can I end the react here? We're at 2 hours anyway. I cannot stand the sound of that shisha. It's getting on my last half a nerve. So we'll just cut it off here. Like, I can't stand her doing that bubbling, farting thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.